Uh, Hello, guys. Welcome back to the tutorial with Dr. Muhammad Idris Nouri. And this time I'm going to explain how to calculate convergent validity and discriminant validity using AMOS and confirmatory factor analysis. In confirmatory factor analysis, we usually test convergent validity and discriminant validity, and also as unidimensionality of the model or unidimensionality of the scales used in the model. Today I'm going to show you how to perform convergent validity. And what is exactly convergent validity? It refers to the degree to which items of a variable are converged or related to each other. And as far as discriminant validity is concerned, is a degree to which the variables produce uniqueness from each other. And one variable is unique from another variable is indicative of discriminant validity. So a model, a CFA model, in order to establish discriminant validity and convergent validity, so in case of convergent validities, so the correlation values of the items with the latent variable should be high. And in case of discriminant validities, so there should be uniqueness between every latent variables from another one. So here is the model, and I'm going to run first of all confirmatory factor analysis, and I have the data set over here, and the data is 755. I'm clicking OK. Then I'm running the analysis over here. But before running the analysis, I'm going to check the analysis properties and taking standardized estimates, a squared multiple correlation, and also I'm going to check modification indices, and again run the analysis. Here is the analysis, and I'm going to show you what basically convergent validity is. You've seen these values, we call them sometimes beta values as well. So these are explaining the variance like individually, like this item 1 explains 77% of variance in this latent variable, and the second one is, for example, this is 93% of variance is explained in the latent variable by the second items. So however, the concept of convergent validity is that these values should be high enough to to prove the state of convergent validity between these items explaining this latent variable. Now, if you look at this, we have 77, we have 93, we have 79, and also we have 40%. So if you guess, if you assume that convergent validity between these items are okay, so we pretend that convergent validity between these items are okay because these values are high enough. These values explained by each item is high enough if you look at the quick glance to the values and the values. And similarly, we have over here, this is 59 and 79, and this is 0.76. So we assume that the convergent validity between these items are also okay. And like this one, if you look at this one, and this is questionable, maybe I think it's okay because 74 and 72 over here is 56. So at this, looking directly at the values of items explaining every latent variable, so we come to know that maybe there is not any issue of convergent validity with this model. However, what is a discriminant validity? Discriminant validity is basically these correlations between the latent variables. Like this one you have seen over here, we have 0.67, which is high correlation between variable A and variable B. Now, according to the theories, according to the parameters, the correlation should not be too much high, because if the correlation between two variables is too high, that violates the condition of discriminant validity. So the variable A should be distinct from the variable B, and the variable B should be distinct from the variable C. And over here we have another problem, like correlation between variable A and variable B and variable C is too high. So looking at the correlation between these variables, latent variables, we can say that there may be an issue of convergent validity, discriminant validity between these three variables. However, how to statistically calculate these variables? I'm going to use a master tool developed by Gaskin, and to calculate basically the variables, and first of all to calculate the convergent and discriminant validities. So first of all, I'm going to go to the output result, which is here, and this is the output results. Let me go to the estimates. This is the estimates, and I'm going to copy first standardized regression weights, and I'm going to use the Gaskin developed master validity tool, which is here. So I'm going to paste this standardized regression weight here, and there is another column over here, so paste correlation table and A2. So let me just go and paste that, find the correlation table here. So this is the correlation table, I found it, and I get a copy of it. Then going back to this master validity tool developed by Gaskin, and run this. Here is the result, and you see that the result, there are some red boxes appeared over here in this this table, and this is composite reliability, which shows the reliability of the constructs, that the reliability of constructs is okay, quite okay. There is no any issue because all the values are above 70. So the parameters, the value of composite reliability should be above 70 to establish the status of reliability using SEM method. And average variance extracted over here. So we've got quite problem here with variable C. And this is telling us that, you know, if you look at this one, validity concerns over here, convergent validity, and for construct C, it says the AVE for construct C is less than 0.50, like over here. So these are more than 5. Construct B and construct A represent AVA of more than 0.5, which is more than 50%. However, for construct C, so the value is more than 5. Here is the convergent validity. And similarly, we have discriminant validity with the same construct, which is saying discriminant validity is issued like problematic over here because the AVA for this construct is less than MSV. This value is less than MSV, which is again an indication of problems with convergent discriminant validity for this variable. And similarly, another issue, this is the table of correlation for the variables. It says discriminant validity, the square root of AVE for construct C is less than the absolute value of correlation with another factor. This is also creating some problem for discriminant validity of construct C. So let me go back again and see the model, how we can improve the convergent and discriminant validity of the values. especially for construct C. I think C is the most. So let me look at this construct, which was the most problematic construct in our case. Okay, so I think here is the lower value, and the lower value over here, it is 58. And if you look at the if you look at the square the value over here, it is it should be at least 70, and it is not 70. It's much lower than the threshold, which is 70. However, let me just do some tricks over here. If I'm correlating some kind of errors over here to look and rerun the analysis once again, and let me look at this one, and over here, so you can see that the values over here increase into 89%, and this is also like a little bit decrease in value here, over here. However, so the values in these items are increase. This is 86 and 89, and you can also see that this value was 70%. It was highly correlated, and this was the issue of discriminant validity with these two, with this variable, especially with C. And we don't have any high correlation values anymore. The highest one is 61, the highest one is 67 over here. So I hope it is not going to make any issue, because the threshold is, again, the correlation between two latent variables should not exceed 70. So I think it is below 70. Let me just recheck the validity, and I'm going to go to estimates, and again find the standardized regression weights. I'm going to get them copy. I use the same tool, but this time let's just paste this into this column, and again going to the output table and copying correlation table from here, and then paste it into correlation tape over here in the master validity tool developed by Gaskin. I'm going to just read. Wow, and look at the result. So with a slight modification in the model that I made, the problem of convergent validity and discriminant validity for construct C is completely sorted out. Look at this. We don't have any issue with composite reliability, and we don't have any issue with AVA, average variance extracted, for all three variables, and MSV is also okay, and the correlations are also okay. So we don't have any problem of convergent and discriminant validities with this model. Thank you for watching.